Okay, we are here. Yes, did we finish an ending last night? What did we do? How long have we been playing 999 today? At least an hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah, that's right, we just got another ending. We just got the safe ending. So now we need to figure out what we're gonna do. All right, let's take a look. So we've done. We need to do the white side now. We got this last night, or last time we played. And we've unlocked everything. So now we need to do the white one. So we're gonna go to here, and we have to pick 4. Okay. Let's go to adventure mode.
I thought we were finished with that topic.
There we go. And we're gonna skip up to the selection. For those that don't know what I'm doing right now, this game is crazy. And basically, oh, we can just jump right to the key. Oh, great. So basically what we're doing right now is our first playthrough of this game, all of these squares were gray. We didn't know what they were. Our first playthrough of the game, we went this way, down here, I think pretty much right down the center until here. And that was a murder. We got killed. And that was the end of my entire game. That was it. I got killed. And then the premise of the game is to go back and play it multiple times to get the different endings. So we've gotten 4 of the 6 endings. And what we're doing now is following the white keys because we need to unlock these in order. So we have to do something here, 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 and then here, and that'll unlock this ending. And then we'll see new stuff. All these white keys are going to be new stuff that we've never seen before as well. Most likely. Let's go here first. Start at the beginning. I'm not sure which one of these is the white key, so we'll have to see. The actual Titanic?
The actual Titanic?
The actual Titanic? You mean it, like, slipped through time and ended up here?
Sure.
Before the ship sunk on April 14th, 1912?
Huh? What the hell are you smoking?
Huh? Did I get it wrong?
No, that's not... I mean, come on. I mean, slipped through time? Seriously? I was talking about the controversy surrounding the Titanic.
Controversy? What do you mean?
Haven't you heard of it? It's pretty famous, you know? The Titanic had a sister ship that was essentially... It was called the Olympic.
Oh, yes, I have heard of that. I think I heard it was troubled by a lot of problems, and the company that owned it didn't know what to do with it, right? So they made the Olympic up to look just like the brand new Titanic.
Uh-oh, we're getting a little bit of frame drop. We're going to give it just a second here and let this clear up. Should be uno momento, amigos. F spectrum. And then we should be good. Oh, sure. All right.
That's right. They also took out a huge insurance policy on it before it set sail.
Awesome.
Huh. That would mean that the real Titanic never sank.
Nanny?
Yeah, the ships got swapped. The real Titanic was renamed the Olympic in secret.
Oh my.
They used it as a passenger ship for more than 20 years.
Hey, wait a minute. Wouldn't that mean it retired in 1935?
Huh? Well, yeah, I guess sometime around then, yeah.
Well, what happened to it after that?
I heard it was dismantled.
Dismantled? Then it doesn't matter, does it? Whichever boat the real Titanic was, it doesn't exist anymore.
Well, it's on the seafloor, but yeah.
It was either retired and dismantled, or sunk in the Atlantic by the curse.
The curse.
But then that would mean that this ship is...
Wait, what did you just say?
I was going to say, are we going to address the curse?
Huh?
Sank in the Atlantic because of what?
The curse.
What do you mean, a curse?
Look, I love how she looks when she says that. Well, the curse, of course.
A curse is a curse. This one is the curse of the Egyptian mummy.
Oh, Christ. Here we go again.
Supposedly, the type which was stolen.
Yeah, we're done with this.
What is so
next up
about it?
Wait, I can't skip this?
Well,
let's just actually skip it then. I couldn't go to the flow for some reason. Oh, there we go. Okay. Match.
Oh yeah, how's your feet?
Hey, come on, it's not like that.
Hey, come on, it's not like that.
I guess you haven't changed at all, Jumpy. By the
Oh, that
way,
was the key?
Jumpy,
Hold on. Why can I not?
how did you end up here?
What do you mean? I told you earlier, didn't I?
There was a man with a gas mask when you... Well, if you think about it,
Yeah, I'll look for the key in the future. Thanks, chat. There's the key. Great. So now we go down to... Oh, that was all of this? Okay. Now we go down to here.
you think we should go back?
Ah, good story. Oh, interesting. Oh, I know. Wow, crazy. Okay, about Ice 9?
Do you know about Ice 9?
Ice 9? Ice 9. Ice 9. Ice.
Baby.
That's it. I remember now. That woman, she's on this boat.
That woman?
Oh, dude.
Alice!
Who's Alice?
Come on. The woman who won't melt at room temperature.
Nani?
Huh?
You know how the Titanic sank on April 15th, 1912, right?
Okay.
Yeah, more than 1,500 people died. Worst maritime accident in history. What about it?
Did you hear about the boat that was sent to collect the dead bodies?
I think that was the RMS Carpathia, right? It was a cruise liner, just like the Titanic.
No, that was the ship that picked up the survivors. The ship that collected the dead bodies was the CS McKay Bennett.
Whoa.
The McKay Bennett showed up on April 17th, 2 days after the accident. It set out from Halifax, a port in Canada, and recovered 306 bodies. The Atlantic that far north was really cold. It would have to be for there to be icebergs and stuff. Anyway, the bodies they pulled out of the water were frozen solid.
Understandable.
This isn't a very nice story. So, what happened next?
Well, they say the McKay Bennett recovered something more than just dead bodies. There were various bits of stuff floating around in the water. Things the drowned had carried with them, or stuff that dislodged as the ship sank. One of the things they found was a coffin.
A coffin?
Yeah, a wooden one. The craftsman who made it must have been pretty skilled. It wasn't just a wooden coffin.
That looks like the coffin that was in the storage room that had the gun in it.
It was all wood, no nails, no reinforcements, no gaps in the wood anywhere. The thing was airtight. The crew got pretty curious about what might be inside it and opened it up. They had to get a wedge and hammer it open. It was so well made. Inside, they found a woman. Or, I guess you should say, they found the dead body of a woman. Her hair was thick and black, and her skin rich brown with no blemishes or signs of decomposition. They say that she looked gorgeous, like a goddess. She was obviously dead, but everyone who looked at her said she just looked like she was sleeping. Her skin was so lifelike, she looked like she might wake up any minute. And she didn't. Like the rest of the bodies they found, she was frozen solid.
Oh, good. She didn't wake up. The dead. Okay, great.
Eventually, the McKay Bennett finished searching and returned to Halifax. The 306 bodies were unloaded and taken ashore. However, it was warm enough that they began to thaw.
Oh,
They say that the stink was horrible.
I bet.
But there was one body that didn't thaw. And that was...
The girl in the coffin.
That's right. Everybody thought for sure that she'd melt and start to rot like the rest of them eventually. But weeks passed and nothing happened. And a month passed. And another. And it was summer, and she was still frozen solid.
To be fair, though, if she was Egyptian like she looked, I mean, they had incredibly advanced embalming practices back in the day and could do amazing things to have bodies not rot. So, oh man. Yeah, Olama Geek, I know. Yeah, it's incredible. So that's what I'm thinking. Maybe it's a mummification of some kind.
After a while, people started to say she was some sort of miracle. Rumors about her started to spread. People came to visit Halifax from all over. After a while, people started to call her All Ice.
Oh, the Book of Hieroglyphics.
Alice. Of course, those
Interesting.
rumors didn't last long.
What is going on in this game?
Why?
Well, she up and disappeared. One day Alice was there, the next day she wasn't. They say someone snuck into where they were keeping her and stole the body. With the body gone, the rumors followed pretty quickly. And after a while, no one remembered her. You might be able to find something about her if you could find a newspaper from back then, but that's about it.
Wait, you just said that she was on this boat.
Yeah, I did. Alice has got to be somewhere on this ship.
Nani?
Now why the hell would you say something like that?
Right?
Because I know.
Go on.
And just what is it you know?
What happened to Alice after she was stolen?
Go on.
Right? Tell me, what happened?
Well, around that time, the word was that there was a special black market in New York. All millionaires from all over the world. I've heard that Alice went up for auction there. The person who won the auction was...
The CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Lord Dashiell Gordain.
Oh, no. Oh, but Gordain. That's the guy they think made the hospital ship of the sister Titanic ship.
You've heard that name before, right?
Lord Gordain. Oh, isn't he the guy who bought the Gigantic? The Titanic's sister ship?
Yeah, that's him. Although I guess he hadn't done that yet.
What do you mean?
Gordain bought Alice in 1912. 4 years later, in 1916, he bought the Gigantic.
Okay.
And he hid Alice somewhere on the Gigantic. But nobody knows where. He died in 1931. And apparently he died without ever telling anyone where Alice was hidden. However,
what?
Well, he did have one close friend who asked him, "Where is Alice?" And he said, "Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge beneath the navel of the Gigantic."
Nani?
What the hell is that? Is it some kind of riddle?
Yup.
Your guess is as good as mine. So that's it. Whatever you think, I believe it. She's hidden somewhere on the Gigantic. In other words, she's hidden somewhere on this ship.
Hey, what are you two doing over there? Stop wasting time and get over here.
Dude, this game is so wild. Jeez. Right?
Yeah, so anyway, that's the story. It might be useful someday. Don't forget it.
Alice. Huh.
That mummy wasn't just a normal mummy. They say that she was frozen. The story says that from the time of its discovery all the way through to when it got put on the Titanic, even though it was carried through the desert, her body never melted.
Which is weird because they made a point to mention that her body would be good up to 96 degrees, but the desert gets a lot hotter than that.
Then was that Egyptian priestess Alice? Did the water in her body become Ice 9? No, that's nuts.
Oh, the coffin had AC? I'll allow it. Oh, it's in Celsius? It's in that weird made-up European time? Is that what it is? Oh. That's why. Okay. I still don't believe that's really a thing. Thank you, Calic Storm, here with the 10 months. Thank you for the wonderful and fun enjoyment. You've been fantastic. Thank you, Calic. I appreciate that, bud. Thank you. Yeah, it's like that centimeter thing. I don't think those are real. I mean, here in the real world, we use inches and pounds. Something like, it's very strange. I'm not fully convinced that other stuff exists, but maybe I'll find out someday. Yamasita, thank you for the 5 gift bomb, my dude. I appreciate it. Thank you. But I think really the weirdest one, to be honest, is I don't know. I mean, first they do the Celsius thing, then it's the kilo thing, then like gas apparently becomes petrol or something, and then they make up a sport called football and they call it what it really is, which is soccer, and I just don't know what to do about it. I have no idea. I mean, soccer was made here in America, and for them to then steal it from us and change the name, it's just weird. Why would anyone do that? We call it freedom ball here in the States. So I wonder if there's any new people in chat that are seriously like, I cannot believe this American right now. Oh, I heard they existed, but it makes so much sense who their president is now. Okay, anyway, let's keep going.
There's no way somebody like that could exist.
Okay, so we got both the locks. Let's go ahead and pull out. Here we go. Pocket watch.
Oh, pocket watch. Might I take...
Oh, yeah. Oh, this was a weird one. Oh, this is before we knew Ace was the bad dude. Okay, ooh. So by telling him yes there is, we are now putting in, like, we are hinting to him that we know something is wrong. Yamacita, that is the 20th sub bomb you have done today, my dude. 2 5s and a 10. Thank you, Yamacita. That is a huge amount of support. Really appreciate that, dude. But you know what? I'm gonna get some of you non-subs into this as well. Let's get some more of you involved. Let's do it. Inspired by the awesomeness of Yamacita. Thank you, my friend. Boop. Good luck, non-subs. Hope y'all brought a helmet. Okay. Let's keep playing. Yeah, okay, just on the off note, there is anyone new here. All that stuff about centimeters, pounds, all a joke. This channel is primarily EU. In fact, my viewer base is split between EU and NA. So I hope none of you took that seriously. Yeah, all tactical trolling. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, there is.
Ooh, here we go.
You checked on us. Now get out of here. We split this stuff up for a reason, all right? That's a lie. We didn't have to split up the work.
Oh my.
I just want to talk to Clover alone. That's why I sent Ace to the wheelhouse.
Oh.
There's something I want to ask her. And I don't want anyone to overhear us.
Well, why didn't you put that in parentheses after that decision? My God. What is all this stuff? I didn't know he wanted to do this.
I'm pretty sure Clover won't talk if there's anyone else around.
My Lord.
That's why when Ace showed up again, I got a little desperate. I had to make him leave.
Oh, I see. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
I apologize for the intrusion.
Mm-hmm,
Well, best of luck.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I don't like Ace no more.
What was that about? Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh, no, it's not like that.
I just realized we're in a room with 2 killers. One of them has already killed a lot of people, and under the right circumstances, the other would kill a lot of people. Oh, good.
What's it like then?
What's what like?
I just wanted to hear the rest of that story. I didn't get a chance to ask you about it until now.
What story?
About the experiment, remember?
Oh, yes.
The one you started to
Yes.
tell me in the operating room? You said something about an experiment that happened here 9 years ago.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to talk about that right now.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Can you tell me what you meant?
I'm just not in the mood, okay?
What, do we need candles or something? What do you, what?
You understand, right?
Oh my God.
I keep thinking about my brother.
Don't worry, he's in a coffin downstairs. He's fine.
I can't stop. I mean, who would do something like that to my brother?
The guy in the other room.
I can't forgive them. I'm not gonna let them get away with it. They're gonna pay for it. I promise.
White. Love the stream, been watching for years, only sub twice. Did you know there are 2 types of countries in the world? Those that use the metric system and those that landed on the moon. Cheers. Okay. That was pretty good. I've not heard that before. That's pretty funny. Okay. Okay, wait a second. Is that still valid? No, wait, is China trying to land on the moon, or did they actually land on the moon? I know they're working on it. NASA uses metric? Well, we own NASA, so joke's on you. Yeah. Good for NASA. That's actually really smart. China landed on the moon, but it wasn't with people. Okay. So that's still funny joke. Okay, here we go.
So, Junpei,
I love you guys. You guys are funny.
who do you think did it?
Well,
I know who did
what
it.
Seven said was right.
I know who did it before
And
we
there
knew
would
Ace
have
did
to
it.
be at least 2 of them.
Hmm?
You need at least 3 people to open the numbered doors. And if you subtract Snake, that means there were at least 2 other people.
You're right. So, what does that mean?
Well, if we just look at the bracelet numbers, we should be able to figure it out. Who could have opened door 3 with Snake? Well, really, who and who, or who and who?
You mean it could have been 4 people?
It was an owl?
Well, technically, it's possible.
I don't know. That doesn't seem very likely.
Why?
I'll tell you later. Why don't we just assume it was only 2 other people for now?
Okay.
Okay, got it. Let's do that then.
Shouldn't Clover know Snake isn't dead if she saw the body? Clover would have had to specifically see the arm, which we don't know if she did. And also, the person who was put in the place of Snake had his exact clothes on. So, you'd really have to notice. And I don't think she did. Also, I don't know if in this line if she actually saw the body. We've done so many different lines now. I think in one of them she does go in the room, but I don't think. Oh, and it's tough, man. It's tough. Oh, Clover never went in the room, says Armored Stranger. Oh, she didn't want to look and she freaked out. That's right. Okay. I think? Oh, it's been too long.
Then who do you think it could be?
Who do I have to pick? Oh, I can't pick the one that I think it is? Oh, interesting. So see, we actually brought out the calculator and figured out that it was 9 and 1. Shoot. So, I mean, I guess we'd have to figure out what would add up with 2 to make 9. Or no, what was the door? The door was 3. So it would have to be 1, 2. Does it have to equal 13? We can't do. You know what? I think Santa is suspicious as hell because Santa was left with June, and then June died, and we never found Santa. So I'm gonna do this one.
Would it be Ace and Santa?
Santa is suspect.
The
He is a
digital root
suspect
for Snake,
individual.
Ace,
He was
and
either
Santa
dead
is 6.
or not with June for some reason. Oh, it had to add up to 12 total. That's right. So it would have been the 9 bracelet. Yeah. There's no other way it could have been done. Okay.
No, they wouldn't be able to open door 3.
I know that.
Then maybe.
Okay, so we can't suspect Ace then, I guess. So they have to equal 12. 2 is gone, so it has to equal 5. So it'd have to be 3 and 7.
Would it be Santa and 7?
This is dumb.
The digital root for Snake 3. Wait, hold on. Are Santa and 7 the killers?
No.
What's wrong?
Well, I thought about it, and
I'm relatively
That's
safe
what
with
I
7.
thought.
I like 7.
Santa and 7.
I like 7 though.
If
I
it
don't.
was 2 people, then that's the only combination that...
hey, wait a minute there. Don't you think it's a little too early to be jumping to conclusions? Well, all I said is that those 2 would have been able to open door 3 with your brother. There might be other possibilities.
Well, what other possibilities? Are you saying you think that it was 3 or 4 people?
No.
I really don't think that's likely.
Why not?
Can I borrow your pen and paper?
Oh god.
Yeah, here. What's this?
Sweet Mother of Mercy. Wow.
These are the combinations for 3 or 4 people. These 8 combinations are the only possible ones.
Oh, I see.
Nani.
Junpei,
Yeah?
I can trust you, right?
Yup.
Of course. Why would you need to ask that?
Really?
Yeah.
So then I should get rid of B, D, G, and H, right?
Yup.
Of course. Just cross them out. And you should take off yours too. The ones with 4.
So, what does that leave?
A and E.
Santa. June, 7, and Lotus.
Wait, it can't be A.
Why?
Because June's in that one. There's no way in hell she'd do something like that.
Still not convinced about that.
Are you sure?
I'd bet my life on it.
Okay then. I can cross off A too, right?
Yeah.
Well, what have we got left?
E.
Do you know what this means?
Everyone besides me, you, and June would be working together.
Do you think that's likely?
No.
If there were 4 people working together, they wouldn't be very cautious. I don't think they'd try that hard to hide what they were doing if they outnumbered us, right?
That's some really smart thinking.
Well, you do have a point.
And besides, if Ace and Seven are working together, they could have easily gotten rid of me when I went to the shower room with them.
Very true.
But they didn't. They didn't even try anything. If they were killers, why wouldn't they?
Did you say Ace? Well, see, this is interesting because Ace actually does try something later when Seven is not around. So the reason that Ace didn't do anything was because Seven wasn't there, most likely.
Oh. I see. Anyway, I understand now. It seems pretty unlikely that it was as many as 3 or 4 people.
Yeah,
Then that means there's a good chance it was Santa and Seven.
that's how it looks.
But why would they do it?
Their motive.
Have I interrupted something?
What is it?
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
Go ahead.
Okay. What did you want to talk about?
There was something I wanted to check.
Yeah? What's that?
If you'll excuse me.
Hey! What the hell are you...
I'm just...
No!
Yeah, this is when he looks for the cards.
Just as I thought. What exactly are these pieces of paper hiding in your pocket? You switched them, didn't you, when we voted? Well, I can't say that I care. I managed to get through the numbered door I wanted, despite your mischief.
Then, why did you...
Oh, simple curiosity. I hope you won't think ill of me for it.
Okay. Closer and closer. Here we go.
Looks like there's something on the
now
cover.
we know what this means.
A.L. All ice.
Actually, hold on. Before we do anything. Oh, no! Where's the music?
Alice.
I was going to let
Does
this
this
drop.
mean... What the hell is this?
Sad face.
They are hieroglyphs.
Skip up to the...
So
beginning
it
of
would
this.
seem.
Bottom deck, library. Oh. Seven said something like...
Dude, through the knowledge thing. Yeah.
Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge beneath the navel of the Gigantic.
Forest of Knowledge, papers,
Bottom deck.
paper in a
The Forest of
library.
Knowledge is the library? Then could Alice be in a room somewhere beyond the library?
What's wrong? Something on your mind?
Yeah. I just remembered something.
Is that so? What about?
Well, don't laugh, okay?
The Egyptian priestess and Ice 9. Interesting.
And the woman who wouldn't melt, who was recovered from the Titanic disaster? They called her All Ice, which eventually turned into Alice. And she was purchased by an English millionaire who called himself Lord Gordain. According to Seven, this ship is where he hid Alice.
SevRC59, thanks
And
for the
you
4
think
months,
that
dude.
he hid her in a small room beyond the library on the bottom deck?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is just a theory.
Junpei, have you ever heard of the term CAS?
Cass.
It stands for Cells Alive System. It is an advanced technology for freezing and preserving organic matter.
Nanny.
Put simply, it is a technique that allows one to freeze things without the formation of ice crystals.
Dude, if we actually had that technology, that right there is cryogenic sleeping. Like that is cryostasis, which is what we as a species have been chasing for hundreds of years. We do and we don't. Cass is like we're trying to do things like this, but we haven't yet figured out how to make it apply to like humanity. Yeah, or people. Yeah, and also restarting people after this is an issue. Okay.
Normally, if you freeze something fresh, water within its cells expands as it crystallizes, damaging the cell membrane.